akan adatnya, dihormati, disayangi, disanjungi. Wanita hari ini.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, curious minds and passionate souls. Welcome back to Wanita hari ini. So, what's going to be our discussion for today? Let's watch this clip first.
I find that most people on normal dating apps are not receptive to that.
To just sex?
Depends, sometimes it's sex. More often than not it's sex. What if I told you that that was a requirement for me? Do you think that everyone has a price though?
Yeah, of course.
So what's your price?
My price of sex?
If I wanted to take you out right now and go back home?
I don't think I'm someone that will sleep with someone on the first date. First question, you have 2 sugar babies. Why more? Like, why do you need more?
So I need someone who fulfills kind of those roles, but at the same time can fulfill me. I have a couple of hours to spend with you on one day. You better make it count, right?
So are your other babies, like, are they aware of each other? So they're like perfectly fine with that too?
They're in Singapore, but one of them is foreign.
What's the most you have paid for?
5,000 dollars.
5,000
For one
one night?
So I do have something for you, something that we agreed upon. So please take that as a token of my appreciation for you.
Saya sebelum ni adalah seorang sugar baby. Remaja mana yang tak tertarik bila dalam pada usia belasan tahun kita dah mampu memiliki penthouse, credit card, kereta mewah, bodyguard, yang mana benda tu kita tak perlu bekerja pun. Sebulan dia akan bagi saya dalam RM50,000. Apa yang dia nak, biasalah lelaki ni dia akan cuma nak atas katil je, layanan tu je. Dia seorang duda dan buyer dia adalah buyer atuk saya. Saya berkawan dengan kawan-kawan yang sama macam kita. Sebab apa? From that kita akan tahu, okay, sugar dad aku hari ni bagi aku ni. So macam ada macam untuk perbandingan tau. And in the same time kita boleh sharing kita punya sugar dad.
What's your thoughts based on the previous clip? Feeling anxious or perhaps agitated? Or you might be one of the sugar babies. Who knows? However, I believe that you might be pressured by a situation that forced you to be in that conditions. So, today, let's discuss about this matter further. Allow me to introduce our esteemed panellists today who bring a wealth of knowledge. So today we have Miss Aliaa, a Deputy Minister from Higher Education. And then we have Miss Shahanim, a counsellor from MSU University. And then we have Ustaz Zulqarnain from Jabatan Agama Islam Selangor. And last but not least, we have Miss Aida and Sugar Baby Experiencer. So welcome everyone to Wanita hari ini. Okay, so in today's era, it cannot be denied that sugar baby or sugar dating has become widely standardized, especially among students. So maybe Miss Aliaa, you have some thoughts regarding this issue.
Thank you Miss Aimira and Wanita hari ini for allowing me to be here, sharing fruitful insight with other panels and also to the audiences out there. So, the Ministry of Higher Education expresses deep concern about the increasing participation of university students in sugar dating. We can see from the statistic provided that higher education institutions like Sunway University and Binti University have dominated the top-ranking sugar baby universities in Malaysia. So, in response, the ministry intends to collaborate with various government agencies such as Jabatan Agama Islam Selangor to tackle this issue, assuring student protection and focusing on their academic and personal welfare. So this initiative emphasizes the need to address the financial and social pressures affecting the students without jeopardizing their safety.
Okay, thank you for the words. And then I would like to ask Miss Aida, since you have experience being a sugar baby, I know it is quite privacy to share about this issue, but if you don't mind, could you share chronologically on how you could get trapped or involved with sugar dating or sugar relationship?
Right. Okay, sure, Miss Aimira, and thank you for having me. First of all, pleasure to meet all of you here. Sharing this does not bother me at all, as I hope it will be helpful for other people who might face the same thing as me. People call us sugar bowl to describe our lifestyle. Maybe they see us as prostitutes, but we are not. At the time, a sugar baby must look attractive, have a slim body, and good posture like a model. How I got involved, starting with searching them on Tinder dating apps, and the sugar book online website, typical sugar baby, and sometimes at golf places or clubs. Well, the reasons for me trying to just because I want to experience a luxurious lifestyle and have many connections with wealthy people. Despite having a prominent reason on why I chose this path in the past, the reason is due to my financial constraints. I don't have enough money to support myself at that time, since I am the oldest out of 7 siblings and head of the family since I was 20 years old. I had to choose part-time study when continuing my degree while working in a corporation company during weekdays. At that time, I was 22 years old. My mother's salary was not enough to cover up the family's monthly expenses. So becoming a sugar baby happened when my second and third youngest siblings went to university, while I also need to pay my college fees. Being a poor family, my dad already passed away at a very young age, leaving us with little savings, and seeing my mom working heavily, it's so touched for me. And this is, I can say, the shortest way for me to gain money. Of course, at the beginning, I was not in a good mental health condition, but I began to stop thinking about the negative things, setting my mind to be strong. I just want to lessen my mother's burden while ensuring my siblings have proper education. I don't want my siblings to be working and becoming like me at all. I just hope that they will have a good life. That's why I choose a sugar baby or SB to earn financial support.
Allow me to disturb. What the apps just now? Tinder and also Sugar
Tinder apps and Sugar Book. That's the popular website.
It's very new to me because I've never heard about that before. And does your family know about this?
To be honest, they do not know anything about where the monies come from. I just say I work part-time, overtime through my office. And that's embarrassing stuff to let them know, since it will make them disappointed, I'm sure. But actually, I did tell my biggest secrets to my closest friends only. I know my friends do not support me at all, but what can they do, right? My goal is to earn money. I always share my location while being a sugar baby anyways. And sometimes sugar daddies might be a scammer. So we are, as a sugar baby, really protect ourselves from that.
Thank you for your sharing. Very touched story, and I understand your feelings, especially we're living in a economic crisis current era, which even people with 5 to 6k salaries also not enough. They need to make a part-time job and need to gain side income in order for them to survive. But Miss Aida, did you really commit the sexual activity? Did it being prioritized in a sugar dating relationship?
No, actually, some of us use the sugar daddies as mutually benefits DTM, straightforward. Sex is not something that we always do. Some sugar daddies do not want to have sexual intercourse and just act like the date partners. Yet I can't deny that most of them are requesting on it, which coming with the generous payment. The payment can be exceeding around 4,000 to 5,000 ringgit.
Quite high.
Depends on luck.
Oh.
Also, depending on what kind of job or status a sugar parents has. So far, I'm not the one. I'm not the one who controls the relationship. That's the fun fact. It is always my sugar parent instead. It's a common thing in the sugar dating terms. We're just dates. Give them attention, companionship, and intimacy. To be honest, they actually possess positive traits such as respectful behavior, considerate, genuine, and very, very loving. This helps me to cope with my mental health since I got words of affirmation from someone, and I feel like there is a person that cares very much about me. Moreover, all the sugar parents are much better than young wealthy women because some of them didn't know the words they use upset me much, and most of them very, very egotistical and narcissistic ever.
I can tell that's truth. It means that you really commit the sexual things. You really did.
Okay, since it's the past, yes, I do that sometimes to earn some more money for extra, but sometimes just a connection, bonding the connection.
Okay. Didn't you feel scared about getting pregnant? Possibility of getting pregnant?
I do scared, but until I got pregnant. So the very...
Is it okay to share about this here?
Sure, why not? Since it's the past, and okay, every day I worry I might get pregnant while studying because nobody knows I'm a sugar baby. I can't make a report because it requires consent from both parties. Based on my research findings on Kiyin and Zuriati, sugar relationship is not listed in Islamic law, so sugar daddies and sugar babies may not break Malaysian's law. Yet it is still a mistake. Unconsciously, I was pregnant for 2 months. It's a very unacceptable and huge sin. I was 23 years old back then. Can you imagine having a career and second year degree at the same time while handling this problem? At that time, my sugar parent was a wealthy old man, someone's husband with a control freak attitude. He didn't knew at all. I was pregnant with his child inside my tummy, but he every day gaslighting me until I felt pressure. Until one day, I was helping my mother lifting the heavy boxes. I didn't know that I was pregnant at that time. My stomach hurt so much and I was bleeding a lot. I went to the toilet and burst it out. Something huge like a ball came out. I checked the toilet bowl. It's not my feces, but a tiny part of the baby fetus, kind of the hands and leg of a baby figure. It's a super soft, like a jelly. Unfortunately, this is still not a hindrance for me being a sugar baby to continue being a sugar baby. Even though my academic achievement indeed went down, but it's okay. I struggled for the next semester.
Yes, I do agree with the last statement of Miss Aida. Pregnancy can seriously impact the academic success of university students who are involved in sugar relationships. So I think the students, when they are juggling between the studies and being a part of parenthood, are excessively stressful and can lead to lower grades. So in addition, for students who are relying on sugar relationships for financial support, unexpected pregnancies can make it even harder to stay focused on their education since they have so many things to think of. It might be ways to get abortion, to ask the sugar parent responsible maybe for that case, or to confront their parents about it. Due to that, students might need to have support from their surroundings, such as families and friends, to help them manage these challenges effectively.
Such a big sacrifice that you did for your family, I can say. Alright, thank you Miss Aida and also Miss Aliaa. So Ustaz Zulqarnain, we can see that a majority of the sugar baby comes from Muslim itself. So maybe you can share with us the view from the perspective of our religion.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Alright, first of all, I would like to thank you to the moderator because inviting me for this forum today. So it is sinful to be in a non-marital relationship. And Allah said in Surah Al-Isra verse 32, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wala taqrabuz zina. Innahu kana fahishatan wa sa'a sabila. And do not approach unlawful sexual intercourse. Indeed, it is ever an immorality and is evil as a way. So, based on the data that we got from the Sugar Book CEO, which is the Darren Chan, he told us that in around 14,000 students that are involved in this social program. Based on the data, the amount increasing due to the number of Malaysian university students who become sugar baby by 40%. It is very troubling that many Muslim students are stuck with this social program. And this is a great concern for the current generation. Among the advice that I can give is that the test that Allah gives to us is to make us strong and have a hikmah after that.
Yes.
So don't give up, right? So, however, it does not mean that we are legal to commit this. As a Muslim, this kind of thing is forbidden in Islam, and every test that comes from Allah helps to improve ourselves to be a better Muslim.
Yes, I agree. I think most of us agree with what being said by Ustaz. So I would like to ask Miss Hanim, is peers is one of the factors of them being influenced to make that kind of things. Have you ever experienced your student confront you within this issue?
To be honest, there were some students that come to me to talk about this matter, but I can say that it's not so many, it's not very much, because most of them didn't trust counselor.
Yes. At that time I also not trust the counselors, because I think they don't help me at all if I tell them.
They also scared that counselor might tell their problem to the teacher, to the lecturer.
I think, in my opinion, it is crucial for the counsellors to be credible and trusted, for the students to gain trust, to approach them and express their feelings and thoughts about that issue or some problems that they might face in their life. So due to that, the students will not feel hesitant to share that information to the counsellors.
That's why maybe they use friends to share about these things.
Yeah. Some of friends.
May I stop?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you think you are alone, you are wrong. Allah always beside us. Also, it is crucial for us to find a good friend. Yes. If we get along with good people, a good association will affect our life. Have you heard about a good friend can bring us to Jannah.
Yes.
Such as in the Surah Al-Ankabut verse 69. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. وَالَّذِينَ جَاهَدُوا فِينَا لَنَهْدِيَنَّهُمْ سُبُلَنَا وَإِنَّ اللَّهَ لَمَعَ الْمُحْسِنِينَ. And those who strive for us, we will surely guide them to our ways. And indeed, Allah is with the doers of good. In addition, I think Miss Aliaa, maybe one of the effective solutions is by restricting the rule in the university. Right?
Yeah. Yes, I do agree with Mr. Zulqarnain. By introducing Islamic religious studies into all universities can be a step towards addressing the normalization of sugar dating. So emphasization on these ideas that discourage beneficial relationships like sugar dating and promote respectful and healthy partnerships, those religious classes can provide moral and ethical direction. So the students might be more inclined to adopt choices that are consistent with Islamic beliefs if they are holding on to the principle of values of integrity, self-respect, and perhaps the negative consequences of sugar dating. So additionally, by fostering a supportive environment where students can talk about and handle their academic and personal issues based on common beliefs and ideas, I think that these classes can help students to succeed academically and spiritually.
Okay. May I interrupt? Yeah. Okay. After I hearing what being said by Ustaz and Miss Aliaa, I think I feel very sad because I'm a sinner.
So please say that all of us are sinners.
Yes.
Yes. We look kind because Allah hide our flaws. So don't be sad. You just realize that the action you did is wrong, right? So make sure you don't do it again. You make sure you.
It's fine. It's the past. I'm already married now.
Yes. The door of repentance is open as long as we don't date. Right? So, as a Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Allah accepts the repentance of His servant as long as death has not reached adequate level. Right? So, due to that, as long as we are still breathing, we have chance to repent. And don't worry, Allah is more forgiving.
Inshallah Ustaz, thank you for the kind words. It's really helpful for us since we are all sinners. So I believe that every difficulty has its own escape route regardless of its magnitude. So perhaps Ms. Hanim, we know that university play a big role in order to tackle this issue. So what says you?
Thank you, Miss Aimira. Finally, I got to say something after hearing the discussion earlier.
It's okay.
Okay. In my opinion, financial education is crucial for students to manage their money wisely. And one possible thing that universities can do to make sure students can manage their money wisely is to provide food bank to help students that are facing food constraint. Because as a counsellor, I have seen firsthand how financial pressure can lead students to make desperate decisions. Food bank can provide essential support for students who might otherwise go hungry. Lecturers can also participate by donating to help each of the student burden. This measure will ensure students have the basic necessities they need to focus on their studies and overall well-being.
Yes, I agree with that since I think every characters in the university plays a big role in order to help the students. So maybe Ms. Hanim, maybe the university also can provide a job vacancy since we know that most of students are finding part-time in order to get side money?
Yes, I couldn't agree more with you, Miss Aimira. To support students gaining practical experience and earning money while studying, universities can aim to improve career services. This will include helping students find internship, part-time job, and also networking opportunities that are related to their study. According to the Talent Corp Malaysia, internship and work study programs are important for student development. I have worked with students after being guided to appropriate internship and work study program. They were able to manage their finance better without resorting to the sugar baby relationship. Universities can also plan to expand their work study program, like offering more on-campus job options. These initiatives are designed to enhance students' career readiness and financial stability during their academic journey.
Yes, such a wonderful initiative that they can come up with. So I agree, and I would like to give a view also from a perspective of a parent. I know that we, as a parent, we want to provide the best for our children. We want them to don't have a financial constraint and provide them with enough money, especially when they're living far away from us. So and sometimes we work too hard and we think that we are already being a best mother, but actually we're not. We're actually neglecting them and they don't have enough affections or love from us. And due to that, I will make sure that I will prepare myself to be mentally prepared before I send my children to tertiary learning education later. And maybe some of the effective ways by opening up national education savings schemes. Have you heard about SSPN? Yes, it is very beneficial for our children's future.
I agree with you. Actually, parents really play an important role in their children's financial literacy and behaviors. Studies have shown that parental influence significantly impacts students' financial knowledge and decisions. As a counsellor, I have seen many students that struggle financially due to lack of support from their parents. So often, the students turn to risky financial solutions, including sugar baby relationship. By encouraging parents to educate and support their children financially, we can help prevent this situation.
Yes, I think we're already at the end of our discussion. I would like to thank all the panelists for our such wonderful sharing session today. And I hope all the sharing will be helpful for the audiences out there. So I regret any harsh words that come from me because the good come from Allah while the bad come from myself. And till we meet again next time.